Welcome to class. We are still discussing quadratic equation. I've been able to explain what is an expression and what is an equation. We said an expression is simply a straight line numbers without equal to zero. Why an equation is a straight line number with equal to zero. So I've been able to do that. So this is the case 2 of what we are dealing with. So we are dealing with case 2. Case 2. Now for this one, what is the first thing we are going to do for this? Now this is in bracket form. It is not arranged in the quadratic equation form. The general equation of quadratic is this value. This general equation. So that means that there is no bracket here. So we start with x having the power of 2. So there is nothing having the power of 2 here. So that means we are going to remove the bracket. So what do we do here? First, I'm going to expand. We'll call this expansion. We use this x to multiply this and this first. So x times this one, I'm having x squared here. X times minus 3, I'm having minus 3 here. Then plus, come down. So 11 times this one, I'm having 11x. Minus times plus, these two values. That's plus times minus, I'm having minus. This one will give us 33. So everything will give us 0 here. Bring this square down. So this is having x and x. So we have to make them 1. So minus 3x plus 11x. That means remove 3 from 11. If you do that, we are having plus 8x. So that will give us minus 33 all equals to 0. So from here, we are now going to factorize. Now, I told you about trinomial. This is now solved into trinomial. That means 3 variable. So what do we do to increase it to 4? Because quadratic equation, quad, talks about 4. So how do we increase this value into having 4 variable from this 3, which is known as trinomial? So what's the first thing we do? Now look at this. I will take this. Let me go by this concept. Let me go by this concept. So I have my product, my sum, and then my factors. So what is my product? All of this one, multiply the last value here, will give me 33x squared. Next up, the sum is always the middle number, either plus or minus. The sum is always the middle number, so I'm having 8x. So the factor, now how do we do the factor? We're going to use the product to get the product and the sum to get the factor. The product and the sum to get the factor. Now, first thing is first, what do we multiply here that will give us minus 33? That what are the two numbers that when you multiply will give you minus 33, and when you add or subtract, please record or put that in your mind. What are we going to multiply? First tax, what are we going to multiply to give us minus 33? Second tax is what are we going to either add or subtract to give us plus 8? So what do we do? I think this is just the easiest method. Take this 33, only 33, take it outside, take it somewhere. So I have 33 here. Now, what can go in 33? 3 can go, break it down. 3 here will give me 11. What can go in 11? Nothing else apart from 11. So I'm having this as giving me 1 here. Now, these are the factors that we have here. That means these are the two numbers that when I multiply will give me 33. That is 11 times 33. 11 times 3 rather will give me 33. Now, how do I get 8 from this 33? From this 11 rather. How do I get 8? This sum from this 11. Simple. When I do 11 minus 3, I'll have 8. Now, why did I put 11 here? That's because, why did I put 11 minus 33? That's because the sum is plus. The sum is plus. That means the big number will be plus. If the sum was to be minus here, then the big number will be carrying the minus, while the small number will be carrying the plus in this case. But for this case now, this one is plus, so the big number here will be carrying the plus, while the smaller number carries the minus. So what is that telling us? Here, we have this as our plus 11x and minus 3x. Meaning that if you multiply 11x times minus 3x, we are going to have it as 33. Minus 33. So you can see that this is correct now. Minus 33x. 11x times minus 3x, we are going to have minus 33. So what do we know? Since we already know the factors now, come back to this point. Remember, we are changing this trinomial into quadratic. Trinomial into quadratic. Take the first letter. So I have my this value. Now, instead of me putting this value, now I will not put this because I already know my sum. I already know the factor. So this factor is giving me my sum. So I will ignore this one and put the factor there, which will give us plus 11x, then minus 3x. The last number, I'm taking this constant out, minus 33, all equal to 0. So from this point now, you can see that the variable is now 4. It has changed from trinomial into quadratic equation. So from this point, what do I do now? I'll bracket this one. Bracket this from here. Now, what's the next thing I'm going to do here? I already know that something is common here. X is here and then X is here. So X is common. X is appearing in this bracket 3 times. Why 11 is appearing just once? So I will take what is appearing 3 times. I will take this smaller X. You cannot take this big X. Take the smaller X. Bring the X outside. X cancels this one. I'm having X here. Plus X cancels this one. That means X cancels itself. From here, X cancels itself. We're having 11 here. That's what I'm having here. Now, going further, I'll have my minus here. What is common here? Observe that the X here is 1. So, 3 is here, and also inside of the 3, we have 3 there. So, that means that 3 is common in these two variables. So, I'll take out 3. Now, please note that we must have the same bracket. We must have the same bracket in both places. So, check this one. Either you carry this X, this bracket value, and put it in here like this, which you are correct, or you can remove this one and try to check it for yourself. Now let's take this 3x to divide this 3x, then this 3 to divide this 3x. Look at this. If I divide this one like this, what do I have left? It's x. I'll put x here. Next, minus times minus here will give me what? Plus. Next, take this 33 out, divide it by 3, so that this can cancel this. Here will be 11. Watch this. The same variable. So it's either you take this bracket and slot it here, or you do this division I just did. You will get the same value. So from this point now, what do I know? Here becomes equal to 0. Now from here, you can either pick the outside bracket, or you pick, either you pick the bracket first, or you pick the outside value. Any one you are correct. So let me pick this one. I'm picking the outside, x minus 3 here, and then pick one of the bracket, x plus 11. So I have this. So next up, I have x minus 3 here to give me 0, or x plus 11 here to give me 0. So invariably, if you take this one over here, this becomes this, or take this one over there, this will give you this. So because x is this one and x is this one, x is appearing 2 times. Let's make x 1. So this will give us 3. I'm starting from this one, then minus 11. This becomes my value. So this is how you solve this. Please, if this is your first time of coming across this channel or this page, kindly do well to hit the plus sign and also follow for more. Tell this to your friends, your family, and your colleagues around, even your community. See you in the other class. Bye-bye.